What is that?
There's something in front of me right now. Oh! Oh! Ah! I think something spiritual just attacked my chest. Oh!
What the f is that thing, man?
I think we got one. I can't hold it still. Its face is shifting.
Have you ever felt the forest go silent, as if nature itself is holding its breath? This eerie stillness often signals a Bigfoot encounter. Whether it's the sight of glowing eyes watching from the thicket or a massive figure appearing 15 feet above the ground, the terror is real. If you were alone and saw the unthinkable, would you run or keep filming? This case comes from Paranormal Discovery, a YouTube channel that covers everything from haunted locations to Bigfoot sightings and unexplained creatures. On April 17th, 2025, a YouTuber heads into Dagger Woods in Nova Scotia, a forest tied to one of the region's darkest legends. A man once murdered his wife with a pearl dagger and fled into these woods, never to be seen again. Locals say his soul was consumed by something evil that never left. The forest has a long history of strange reports.
Is the story true?
Tell no tales.
Whoa, what are you gonna do if I tell your story? There was a man who killed his wife with a dagger, and he ran off into this woodland. People say that his soul was taken over by an evil entity. Where is that evil entity right now?
Is that a new, spirit or an entity? The hook is?
Hello?
Someone's standing there! I know it's out here. Something is in my vicinity.
Look at that. It's got a round head, and it's standing about 15 feet off the ground, or floating. What is that?
No! No!
People in the area have described hearing an unnatural howling. Not quite human, not quite animal, drifting through the trees for years. Some believe it is the spirit of the killer. Others say whatever he became out there is something far worse than a ghost.
We're back here at Dagger Woods. This is one of the most severely haunted forests. If you're a paranormal addict down here, like I am, if you're obsessed with the stories here, you would know that Dagger Woods is one of the most haunted. And it's not just because it's any ghost story, and I'll get into the history more, but the more we come here, the more I actually feel like this is Wendigo territory. If I'm being real with you guys, this is one of the most scariest and most disturbing spots I've ever been to here in Nova Scotia now. Solo, and go and pitch a tent somewhere and just kind of chill for a bit, possibly make a bonfire. It did rain on the way here. We could actually pick up some dry wood and, find ourselves some nice wood for a bonfire. Ain't that right, Key? What's up, baby? You getting nervous? Good girl, yeah. Yeah, look at you, look at you. Yo, I gotta show you guys your little sweater here. I'm gonna put your hood on, okay? Look. Oh my God. You baby Nala girl, huh? You baby Nalas? You baby Nalas? We're gonna go catch some Wendigos, okay? We're going Wendigo hunting. So right now marks the start of the Dagger Woods path to this path once before, because we were going to a different side of Dagger Woods where we kind of entered through the corner and got into this weird swampy area, and we drove way down there. So yeah, we're back on a camping trip, got the tarp, got food. So we got a few hours until it gets dark. So we're gonna find a good spot, set up camp. They say that you can hear howling of a man or a creature. No one's ever figured out what it was or what it is. Through the air, you can just kind of feel an ominous and kind of oppressive vibe, and it's creepy, it's disturbing. People say it's a man, people say it's a spirit, but also people say it's a Wendigo or some sort of creature. But the story, man, the story's so crazy. He actually murdered his wife in cold blood with a pearl dagger, ran off into Dagger Woods. He ran off into this exact forest to never be seen again by the locals, by his family, by anybody. They hear this howl, this cry, this screech, and I think we've actually heard this man before, but they say that it's that guy. Some people, I don't know whether this is true or not, his spirit was taken over by an entity in this forest already. He became this weird transforming creature, like a skinwalker or a Wendigo or something. They say his soul.
He arrives in the late afternoon with his dog and sets up camp near the tree line. As darkness begins to settle, the Spirit Talker app on his device produces two phrases without any input: a warning about a woman and a reference to a life being taken. Shortly after, A low and drawn-out howling sound moves through the brush around the camp.
I'm here for the Dagger Woods Howler, the Heidi Hinder, whatever it's called. Okay, so here is the bridge. I think I'm gonna actually go a lot farther up as the night goes on, but hey, some people over there. Whoa.
I'm afraid to talk.
You're afraid to talk?
There.
So way up there, to way over there. That's funny. That is hilarious, man. Those ATV riders are probably like, what is this guy doing ripping up a Jeep in here? How many times I've run into people in the absolute middle of nowhere. I've taken this Jeep into like random ass places. I don't care. Like, I don't care what these people think. I'm here for the ghosts.
Torment.
Torment? Were you tormented here? Is this the Dagger Woods Howler? I hope I do not get stuck in this. Okay, we're gonna give it a go.
Resentment.
Woo! Yeah, boy! We made it! I might take a hike. Get down there. You wanna take a hikey? You wanna take a hike? Yeah. This is the farthest I've actually brought the Jeep up here. So what I'm gonna do is actually go for a hike, see if I can find a spot within the forest itself.
I'm touching your hand.
Well, here we are. About an hour later. It's about 6 o'clock. Rain started picking up. I got this up just in time. Yeah, you know what? We set up here where we parked the car. And it's pretty gonna have an issue with is gathering firewood. It's probably damp and too far long gone and waterlogged at this point to create any sort of fire. Even the ground here is a little bit mushy, but at this point, I am not getting hit by any sort of water. Yeah, not bad. Not bad, not bad. It's creepy out here though, man. Like, it really does feel like you're being stalked. Yeah, she's shaking a bit. So as of right now, it is 6:30. Believe it or not, I have 6 hours to last in this whole entire wilderness that we call Dagger Woods. 6 hours, man. I have to make it till midnight.
Later that night, an aggressive sound begins circling the area. His spirit bell, a small device designed to detect nearby presences, activates on its own. A rhythmic metallic squeaking follows from somewhere in the shadows, with no visible source.
It's beautiful. What the? What is that? Holy shit, holy shit. What is that? It's an aggressive dog. Hello? Someone there? What the hell? Whoa! It legitimately is echoing through the trees right now. What the hell? That came from in here. There's something moving, like in. That's weird, man. Okay. That was so weird. Hey, Key. Hello? Somebody out here? I'm kind of just listening right now because I'm hearing, like, maybe they're coyotes, but like I'm hearing it circling in through here and then at times coming from the other end of the car. If there's a spirit here with me, can you touch that device? If there is any spirit here with me, or in fact, if the Heidi Hinder is here, or the Dagger Woods Howler, there's a story. What is that? What is that? Listen to that. Hear that squeaking?
Source. He takes a night shot photograph facing the tree line. When he reviews the image, a large figure is visible standing approximately 15 feet above the ground. It has a perfectly round head and no features he can identify. It does not appear in the following shot taken seconds later. He moves toward the area where the figure appeared.
On a night shot. Okay, this is gonna scare you guys. This is really gonna scare you guys. What I just captured may have been the clearest humanoid. The things that I've been seeing with my own eyes, I just caught it. What the hell is that thing, man? What the fuck? I was taking night shots like that way, kind of like where we came from the beginning. The car is facing that way. The humanoid would have been right there. Check this out. Standing tall. What in the fuck is that thing? Look at that. It's got a round head and it's standing about, I don't know, 15 feet off the ground or floating. Like, what is that? What the hell? And it's not in the next one too. That makes no sense. That really doesn't make any sense. Holy shit. That is physically round. Like, for real, that's not a mistake in the photo. Like, that's legitimately round. It has like a physical form right now, and it's standing. Hello? What the Whatever it is standing right up there, where it was.
Without warning, a sharp pain hits his chest and knocks him to the ground. When he gets back up, he notices something on his face. Both of his eyes are producing what appears to be blood, though he has no visible cuts anywhere on his face.
Damn gutless. Are you down here? Okay. So round 2, the vibes are even more sketchy. Can you make a sound? Can you mimic that? I mean no harm. I think my eyes are starting to like see stuff that isn't really there, or that aren't really there. What the hell? There's something in front of me right now. Whatever you are, you gotta leave me alone. I feel it. I freaking feel it. Are you the entity? The humanoid that I just saw? What the fuck is that? Hello? Oh. Oh. Ah. Ah. Oh. Ooh, that pain just dropped me. I think something spiritual just attacked my chest. Oh. Something just knocked me over. I just started tearing. Something literally knocked me over. Who are you? I'm literally about to tear right now. Oh, something just, like a pain just hit me. I take that as a spiritual warning. Oh my God, what the f***'s on my face? What is that? What is that? Is that blood? No way. I was tearing over there. Did I just tear blood? We gotta go right now. We gotta go right now. Whatever you are, you have to stay here. That's a first. I literally just tear blood. No, don't turn this down. That's blood. That's like blood from both sides of my eyes. Now, I don't know if I was crying out blood. Is there a cut right there? I can't see. I'm getting out of here. I'm getting the f*** out of here. Something is here and it just attacked me. It's gonna be another one of those nights. I'm gonna throw everything in the back and get the f*** out of here. Like, I'm not cut there. Or am I cut there? Oh. Okay. Time to get the f*** out of here. I found her shaking back there, and I don't want her scared or nothing.
He collects his dog, loads his gear, and leaves the woods immediately. The round-headed figure standing 15 feet off the ground, the unprompted device responses, and the unexplained bleeding all remain without a clear answer. Some who have watched the footage compare the shape and size of the figure to descriptions found in Bigfoot reports, though no one can say for certain what it was. What do you think was standing in those trees that night? Hold on a sec. If you're enjoying this so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's continue. This case comes from Bailey Canterbury, a YouTube channel focused on adventure, urban exploration, and strange encounters, including reported Bigfoot and Sasquatch sightings. Bailey regularly visits abandoned buildings, haunted sites, and locations tied to paranormal activity. On September 17, 2008, Bailey and a friend head out to the Indian Fort Theater in Kentucky for what seems like a routine shoot. But before the trip is over, they will capture something on camera that none of them can explain.
Where the hell did that thing go? I had to be fucking scared, dude. What the fuck is that thing? Do you see it? I hear the bushes moving. What the hell is that thing, man?
Where'd it go?
It's behind those bushes, man. Look.
Oh shit.
Oh my
fucking God.
What is that thing, man? I didn't know it was that fucking big. It's not coming up here, is it?
No, I don't even think it recognizes, man.
The footage begins with Bailey and his friend moving through the area, actively looking for the creature they had spotted earlier. They want to get it on camera. While scanning the surroundings, a large dark figure steps out from behind a bush. The way it moves does not look like any common animal. It is too smooth, too deliberate. Bailey's friend is visibly shaken. Bailey tries to keep them both focused as they take in what is in front of them. They manage to leave the area without being harmed, but the encounter stays with them.
Is it doing eating? What the fuck is it doing, man? Oh, shit, what in the fuck is that thing? Is that a fucking bear? What the fuck is that? Dude, we gotta get out of here.
Hold on, man. I don't think it doesn't even notice we're here.
Holy shit, what the fuck is that thing, man? Oh my God. Got to get out of here, man.
Let's go.
How we can get...
Was it a bear, as his friend first guessed? Was it someone in dark clothing? Or was it something else entirely? One detail that stands out is the year the footage was captured, 2008. Editing tools that could convincingly fake something like this were not widely available at the time. That fact alone has kept people debating the video ever since. No one has been able to confirm what appears in the footage. Some viewers point to the long arms and fluid stride as features consistent with Bigfoot descriptions, while others call it an elaborate hoax. Whatever was standing in those bushes that day, it didn't move like anything ordinary. What do you think it was? This case comes from D's Dark Adventures, a YouTube channel dedicated to paranormal investigations and Bigfoot research in the dark. On August 13, 2025, Dee and her crew head into the forest for a night investigation, a trip they have made many times before. But this time, strange readings on their equipment, sudden movement in the trees, and the persistent feeling of being watched make it unlike anything they have experienced.
My fan's breaking down, guys. Sorry. Do you hear that? What is that? Shh. Hold on. Did you hear that?
Back that way.
What the hell is that?
Hearing it across the road.
That way.
Now it's over there. Yeah.
And the ducks just got disturbed.
Yeah, there's one that way and one that way.
That's crazy. That treetop up there is moving.
There's a little bit of breeze, it's not down here.
What would be making that noise then? Oh God. It's down over there. Now it's over there. How's that happen? There's gotta be two of them. What is that?
As they move deeper into the woods, the animals around them start acting strange. Rabbits take off fast. Raccoons run without any clear reason. It is as if every creature in the area senses something nearby that the team cannot see. Every snapping branch and every rustling leaf makes the air feel heavier. The trees do not look right either, bent and twisted in odd directions, making the forest feel tighter and harder to move through.
I don't know if that's a trunk or if I got one. I don't got my lights. Woohoo. It looks like one was just walking and it froze, but I can't tell if it's a tree trunk or not. I swear it's moving, dude. Like it's...
Will you?
Yeah. I think that's a DM, man. Be careful. To be honest, I see, like, it's, you know how, like, cats when they flatten their ears when they get mad? But I can't tell because I don't got my lights. David, I need my lights, man. I don't hear that call anymore. What are you doing, guys? I think we got one. I can't hold it still. Its face is shifting. Stick brake to my right. Okay. Ooh, what's that? Is that another one? I can't tell. David, what are you doing, man? Okay. Oh my God, I think it's a stump, but I don't know. I can't tell. It looks different than everything else. Come look at this. I gotta go get my lights from him. Is it upside down? Oh my God. I've never found that. I've never seen that before. I've seen it on TV, but I've never... Go, David, look at the little stick in the top. What's that? Did you hear that? There's a wood knot in there. Look at that. I've never seen one upside down like that. Like, there's no branches up where it came from. It didn't land like this. They're all like that. And it's 3 or 4 or 5. These two were connected at one point.
Yeah, this is made to look like that one.
That's crazy.
I got used to be connected there and then it finally...
Be careful touching. It could tip and you're in trouble. Oh, is it? It is. Oh, that piece is holding that piece up. I've never seen that in person before. That's amazing. High five. Yay. That is so cool. You ever seen that?
No, not like that.
You've probably seen more tonight than you have in a couple of years, huh?
Did you give me back
Weird stuff are stuck in the ground to mimic that.
Like baby was like, I want to do one. But these 3 right here.
At one point, D is alone. A sharp crack comes from somewhere close. Then something moves in the brush. Possums scatter in every direction, not like they are just startled, but like they are getting away from something specific. Then D sees it. 2 faint points of light between the trees, low to the ground, not moving, just watching. The team also finds something on the forest floor that stops them cold. Branches and small trees have been arranged into patterns. Some are placed upside down. Others are grouped in ways that do not happen naturally. The formations cover a large area. None of it looks like it fell that way. None of it has a clear explanation, but the eye shine, the fleeing animals, and the deliberately arranged branches are exactly the kinds of details that keep showing up in Bigfoot reports. What do you think was out there that night? That's all for tonight's video. Which encounter gave you chills? Let us know in the comments below. Got your own experience? We want to hear it. And whatever you do, don't miss what's coming next.